What should you do if you've been in an auto accident? Jacob, take it away.
Thanks, Travis. So when you get in an accident, it can be a little disorienting, right? Maybe you're not sure what to do. But I think most people kind of understand, okay, if this is a serious accident, if there are injuries, call 911, call emergency services, get somebody out there to help an injured person. There's sometimes some confusion about whether you need to call the police, like if it's a fender bender, if it doesn't look like necessarily anybody did anything legally wrong, like no crimes have been committed. But it's generally a good idea to call 911, get emergency services, call the police. They'll send someone out, and they'll start to collect evidence that might become useful for you later on down the road. And so it's generally a good idea. Now, they may also ask for a statement. You'll want to call your insurance company. They're going to ask for a statement, and this is where it can get a little tricky or a little nuanced.
Right. So you want to be truthful, but some people might be apologetic after an accident, even if it's not their fault.
Right.
So if you're one of those very conscientious people, you just want to be careful and understand, be truthful, but don't go assigning blame to yourself if you're really not at fault.
Right.
And maybe don't speculate.
Right. I would be careful about what I say, but stick to the basics. This is what happened. But don't assign fault to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
No.
If you are at fault, don't flee.
Yeah. Even if you're at fault, don't assign fault to yourself because here's the other issue is when it comes to the issue of liability, right? Which is more of the legal term, you may not be liable. Like you may talk to a lawyer and discover, oh my gosh, I wasn't at fault, right? And so that's another reason not to, kind of say, oh, it was totally my fault. Don't say that.
Okay. So you said number one, contact 911, take care of the injured. That's the first thing. Get everybody to safety.
A good person thing to do. Yeah.
Take care of injured people and safety.
Yes.
2, call the police. 3, take pictures.
Take pictures. Document what happened. If there
maybe video.
Right. If there are marks on the road, if there's damage to the cars, if there's injuries to people, you do want to take pictures and document all of that.
If you're able to do that. Obviously, if you're injured, you're just getting your medical care.
Right. And even, later when you go home, you might have bruises that are under clothing. So it might be a good idea to take those pictures as well sooner rather than later.
Okay. And then so we kind of mentioned this, get medical help.
Get medical care.
So even if you weren't rushed off in an ambulance to the emergency center, then you should go to the doctor, go to your primary care physician.
Right.
Or if you were, either way, get proper medical care, go to your doctor and find out, do I need to be referred to a specialist? Right. Do I need physical therapy? What kind of ongoing treatment might I need?
Another thing that I want to throw out there is sometimes we'll talk to clients who will say, well, I didn't want to take the ambulance because I was worried about the medical bill, that kind of thing. I think you should prioritize your personal health and safety and your medical care at this stage, particularly in a car accident, because there's likely to be insurance coverage out there somewhere to help you out. So don't be afraid of those medical bills. You should seek care for yourself because that's priority number one is getting better. And then, the more care that you get, the more documentation and evidence there is, which could potentially increase the damages you get.
Okay. So there's see a doctor, and then and I think you may have mentioned this already, but contact your insurance.
Yes.
And then contact an attorney.
Contact a lawyer.
Who can help you also get in touch with the other side's insurance and can help you maximize your benefit from either their insurance or yours.
And I would also add that, when you get into a personal injury, it can be emotional and it can be personal. And so a lawyer who knows the ropes can help you think a little more clearly about the issues that you might encounter as you go through this process. And so, yes, after a car accident, as soon as you can, we do recommend hiring a lawyer. In another video, we talk about the statute of limitations. You don't want time to go by without contacting somebody to help you with this issue.
That claims adjuster who is your friend,
yes,
might not be your friend.
Right.
Their job is to minimize the payout to you.
Right.
Their job is to obviously honor the insurance company's obligations, but with as little cost to them as possible.
Right, because that's how they maximize their profit, their revenue.
Right.
So you need someone on your side. That's why you need to hire a lawyer.
That's right.
it.